Okay. Okay, so we are back now, but just okay. So we are back. However, no one can see my screen, so let me try and fix that. It should be live now. Can you guys see the screen? Okay, so it is live now. Let me share this to the previous chat. I do apologize, guys. Damn. Gosh, that to be an. Okay. Go here for the new screen. Hopefully you guys will see this and it gets redirected. Once again, this is the second time that it has happened to me when I've accidentally shut up the stream. So let me go into this and then we try and redirect everyone here. Apologies once again. I will try and add a bit more time so that you guys can get reacquainted with the case. Damn it, there was echo right there. I just realized. Why is my notifications not working? Right. There's feedback. There's feedback. Oh, it's feedback for me here. That's pissing me off anyway. Never mind. All right. Oh, this okay. So echo. Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, so you are back, but try and open up the chat, the new chat, I should say. Try and go into the new chat because that's yeah. Let me just post it on there so that people, whoever might be watching that on replay, can come here. Part 2 here. Join live now. Okay. Again, guys, thanks for your patience. I am so sorry for the technicals that literally just happened right now. I literally need to sort this out because if I want to grow from this, I have to grow from this. It can't keep happening every week. I have to grow from this. It just can't keep happening. I'm tired of it. I know I make jokes of it, but I'm very embarrassed that it keeps happening. All right. So this was what was said on the CPS. So if you guys are here, oh, okay, you guys are here then. All right, you guys are back. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. So this is what Nom de Plume says. She says, I speculate the inference is they were indulging in consensual sex fantasy game. The whole audio demonstrates this. Where the small excerpt publicized is incriminating. Now, I have heard those speculations. We'll go into all of the speculations. I'm not leaving any stone unturned in this. But in regards to this, let me just read this out. And by the way, I will have to do a full video now where I bring together both streams and then put it out for everyone to watch because, yeah, I want people to see this. So this was the official from the Crown Prosecution Service in the UK. Mason Greenwood CPS discontinuance of charges. This is what I was saying in regards to the anonymity. So if you do know who she is, do not say the name in the chat. Just call her Jane Doe. I know I've put a picture up, but I am going to retroactively wipe that. And you guys did not know it exists because it won't exist because that's how YouTube works. When you change the thumbnail, it doesn't exist anymore. So I'm just waiting for that. But if you do recognize her, then yeah, it's already on the internet. No, Nom de Plume, objectivity is celebrated here. I know you're not defending him. Believe me, I have made my disclaimer, so I'm not. This is your disclaimer. Yeah, no one here. I don't believe most people here are defending nom de plume, but most of you know I'm a very nuanced individual. So I'm guessing that's why you guys are here, because you guys are gonna hear that take. You guys are gonna know what I think about this entire situation, because I'll be very honest, and I'll say this from now. I see a lot of cowards in this particular case. There's a lot of cowards and a lot of people that are putting on a front, and they're using this as if it's some way. I'm not now, if people are doing this for whatever, I don't care, do what you want, but if you're going to like do that, at least do it with the full information. Some people are so disingenuous to a point that they know they haven't spoken about Harriet in any of this at all. Damn it, just mention the name. Sorry about that. So they haven't mentioned Jane Doe at all in any of this. I'm going to have to unlist the stream now. they haven't mentioned Jane Doe at all in this whole thing. The minute she had decided to get back with him. I'll credit some creators that I've watched, because at least when they've covered it, they have at least tried to explain the domestic violence situation that may have informed this. But some people, where they have done that, they have gone on to cover this, and they are still left out key information that completes the picture in all this. And leaving out this key information, unfortunately, invalidates the victim here. And I'm going to explain why. So it says here, Mason Greenwood was charged in October 2022 with one count of attempted rape, one count of controlling and coercive behavior, which they did actually come out to say that this wasn't evidence. They actually did come out and say that. I don't think it was them officially. It could have been a charity group, a charity DV group. I'm unsure, but somebody made the determination. It's out there, so you can So if I do find it after the stream, and when I do put the full video together, because of this whole calamity. So episode 21 doesn't exist on the live tab, but it will exist on the main video tab. But once I've done all that, you guys can at least get to these resources where I may provide them. So it says, so this was their official statement. It says, a CPS spokesperson said, "We have a duty to keep cases under continuous review," which means this could be picked up at any point, at any time in the future, because there is no statute of limitations here in the UK for cases like this. So if for whatever reason Harriet decides, if for whatever reason Jane Doe decides, I'm definitely, you know what, I'll just bleep her name out. I'll just say it and bleep her name now, since I am unlisting this anyway. Oh God. The way I've had to change my entire structure just because I can't even. Never mind. But Jane Doe, let me keep saying Jane Doe. But so if Jane Doe decides at some point later on that she wants to now cooperate, they can decide to pursue the case from then on, which is what goes on to say in this case, a combination of the withdrawal of key cases. Again, combination. How does anyone read past this and they only use this as the reason for the withdrawal? Anyway, moving on. A combination of a withdrawal of a key witnesses and new material. New material, for context, means outside of the audio that you guys heard, outside of the images. That's what I'm guessing by the word new, because the material that's already out there, Jane Doe was the one that handed it to her. Them, the police. They have this material, but this new material, no one has it, but no one quotes it, and this invalidates the victim. You want to know why? Because I believe if people saw that this new material has come to light, I do not think they would. I think they would recognize that Jane Doe is actually still there. Like, she's actually in the relationship with this guy that they think that they're an abuser. I think if this was highlighted more like new material, they would actually realize, wait a second, what's actually going on in that relationship then? And this is not, I'm not even saying this is fake or real. Like I said, it's real. I know what I heard. People can have speculations. I know what I heard. I haven't heard anything else to change my mind. That's it. Non the says you struggle to think that of her as the accuser, the victim, or Jane Doe, and accidentally name her. It just shows your heart and soul just can't do me. Oh my God! Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that. I didn't see things like that before. Thank you. Perspective is everything. I appreciate that. I mean. No, you're right. I will try and still call her Jane Doe, but I really appreciate the kind words. Thank you. Jane Doe says she did not name the audio to the police. She says her Instagram was hacked. Whoa, I need a source for that. So if I've heard that, that's why I'm asking for a source, because that's not the first time I've heard this. I've actually heard this from a couple of. Let me not reveal. So, a couple of. So there are a couple of supporters in the Twitter threads that I've seen, which is actually true, that outside of the people that I've spoken with, that are not, it's not like they are, but they are close to me, that they have it became from them basically. The rumor started with them. And then I started seeing on the internet. They are hardcore Man United fans. So I don't know, they said something that suggests that the dad or something like that was like, she told the dad or something. I don't want to say it because I don't have any corroborating evidence to say it. But the conversation has been it has been something that has been speculated, and I need a source. I otherwise don't believe it. Because it's even worse to have untruths out there. So he goes on to say, and new material that came to light meant there was no longer a realistic prospect of conviction. In these circumstances, we are under duty to stop the case. Due process, of course. We have explained our decisions to all parties. Important. We would always encourage potential victims to come forward and report to the police. We will prosecute wherever our legal test is met. And a lot of people were saying at the time that this was a letdown to victims. I don't know. No, this is not. No, I'm sorry. This is not, because you have to come back and read this again. It says, in this circumstance, it says there was no realistic prospect of conviction. Why? Again, like I said, this stuck out to me. I'm like, you already have this smoking gun. Why would you not? And then I remembered the ID thing. If you can't ID Mason to the crime, it's not exculpatory or anything. It's just a technicality that benefited at that moment, because if she does withdraw, technically they do have the best evidence, but they need him to be ID'd. So let's even say that there was a conversation, because I do remember it was a 13 minutes 42 timestamp overall. I think that was a full-on timestamp from memory. So, and we only got to hear 1 minute 41 seconds. Or even less, I have no idea. Maybe even less of the whole audio. So when you add up all those factors, an image starts to develop, because you now have to ask the key question of, could you by any chance explain to me what happened at this point, right? So let's say that there was even an absence of this point and it was just this part. In a way, they wouldn't need it, but it would be much easier to convict. They wouldn't need her cooperation. Maybe it would help if it says, no, they wouldn't need it. If there was no 8 minutes 9, 10, whatever, if there was not that large significant gap, there would have been no need for ID. In fact, it would have been clear cut simply because of the fact that all you have to do is just play the part that he's saying all these things, and you can just literally hang him guilty for that, even if there was context. So let's say that she did, or whoever let's say that Jane Doe start recording literally from that moment. Yeah, they're like, okay, cool. Oh, you don't want to testify? That's fine. We got the audio. That's fine. He said it. Yeah, that's him. He can defend himself in the courtroom, independent of what you have to say. That's fine. I personally believe, under those new circumstances, that new scenario that I just painted, that case would have proceeded without that. But the pure fact that there was 0 to, I don't know how, whatever length the whole incident started, you have, and whatever nature of the conversation was, if it was just, again, blank sound, that's no problem. But the minute that parties begin to speak, hearsay comes in, and now you have to verify who this person is to even clear that bar, to just to ensure that there be a people, and then you gotta satisfy the whatever UK's equivalent exception of hearsay is, which is well, last time I spoke with a barrister on here, they explained this is pretty much very, very similar. It's pretty much kind of a similar threshold. Is just some nuances has made it that you can argue certain things with certain, that's basically that's basically all I know. So it's not impossible. So basically what I'm trying to say is that it wasn't going to be difficult to get this into the courtroom if it was just dead air that they had to contend with, but it wasn't. You can tell, immediately the minute I read this statement, after I've heard from so many people that it was just the witnesses that we drew, I was like, no, that does not sound right. The minute I read this statement, I was like, you guys are a bunch of cowards. This is the one time that you guys are being tested. Do you guys really care about victims? Do you guys actually stand by what you preach? Because we have a situation here in which a credible victim, based on just objective material, based on what we've heard, has gone back to the abuser, and you decide to disingenuinely, again, let me not say disingenuinely, because some people may have just gone off word of mouth, but I'm still going to put it on you, because you guys should do your job. If you're going to speak on something, you need to make sure that you have the original source. If you guys knew that there was new material and you guys dropped that, no. Because the reason why I'm highlighting this as a danger to the victims, because if this new material is just if this new material has made it, if this new material justifies, not justifies, if this new material even suggests, if this new material could even suggest in the minds and the hearts of citizens here that there is more to this story, and there could have been a bit of caution. But let's play devil's advocate for a minute, because we don't have anything. We don't know anything. Let's play devil's advocate for a minute, because he says we always encourage any potential victims to come forward and report to the police, and we'll prosecute wherever our legal test is met. That's what he says there. So let's play devil's advocate just based on this. Think about it for a second. Really, think about it for a second. Mason Greenwood. You guys believe he's a victim. Sorry, he's an abuser. You guys believe he's an abuser wholeheartedly. You guys have seen with your own two eyes on February this woman, go back to her. How did you feel at that moment? Was it disgust? Apathy? Anger? Confusion? Perplexed? What emotion was it? Because guaranteed, whatever this emotion is, you're channeling it, you are going to channel it to the easiest person that you can, and that is Mason. And if you did channel that to Mason, and you believe he is the abuser here, do you think that there could be a possibility that he has decided that he has seen enough of these social media posts and let's say that he's an abuser? He's just like, F it. I'm just gonna, nope, makes things worse. You went out there with this. This is on you. Think about it though. Now, do you get what I mean by when you omit that part about new material being released? I know it doesn't serve your narrative, but this is not about narratives. This is about people's lives here. It doesn't serve your narrative, but it's not about that. If you don't release that information, people are not informed and they make ill-informed takes. I have seen people make takes about they're having good takes. I've seen people make takes. Actually, you know what? I've seen yeah. Let me go into Twitter for a second. It's probably not even the most reliable place for me to even go to. I forgot to tweet it out. Let me say. Let me just tweet it out 1 second. Let me just while I'm tweeting it out, let me go to the chat. Her father released a statement saying her phone was hacked. Yo, I need that statement. Let me go and find it. Statement. Jane Doe. Okay. Oh, Harriet's father has released. Okay. Let's go here. All right. Let's go here then. I did not know this. This is news to me. So let's go. I'll share this tab. It's according to, it is mail.com, but she didn't want the evidence released. Tribuna Football News, blah, blah. Straight News, that's Stretford, that is Man United. Could be biased, but it is Daily Mail, so they're all quoting from that. So let's go here. Mr. Robson told Mail Online, the first thing we knew about this was at 6 a.m. this morning. It was dreadful. I'm just coming to... Oh, I just remember this now. Oh! Yes, I just realized I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna stay here. I'll stay here. I'm not moving anymore. I'll stay here. I'll stay right here. I'll stay put. I'm not moving anymore. So he says here, as a father, I just literally remember this. This is why people were, I was wondering for the longest, why were people saying that Mason paid off the family? No, oh, you guys are stupid. You guys are, in hindsight, you guys are stupid. How do you allege someone like I actually remember asking that question as well. I was like, that doesn't sound right. Why would a father of a great victim, like, this is your daughter, why would he accept money? Like, oh, some people are, I'm like, do you guys actually think this is actually evil? Why would you think that of somebody? But this is what I'm trying to say. It's like this case, people were more interested in their own narratives than what the truth was, because I don't know. I'll give the benefit of doubt to the dad any day. I'm sorry. I cannot imagine a world. You guys can, because you guys, for some reason, think that it's okay to function like this, thinking evil of everything that you see. But I cannot function like that. I give full benefit, because he was, first and foremost, the victim actually speaks to him. So what Jack does it matter about what I have to say? Oh, for fuck's sake. I didn't even realize this actually existed. Hey, fuck the write-off. No, nah, you guys, yo. Narratives are one thing, but yeah, you guys would literally say the things that you were saying just to like discredit this. Okay, anyway, it says, as a father, you don't want to know these things like that happening to your daughter. The police have been around and she has made a statement to them. She has told us her phone has been hacked. We told her to take it down, which she has done, but it's out there now, so it's too late. She is devastated because she didn't want it released. We may have known him. We have known him since the under 21s. He has been part of our family for 2 or 3 years. Their relationship hasn't been good for the last few months. Apparently, Mason was cheating on her or something like that when he was finally getting popularity and being known as a top graduate from the academy. Anyway, she's completely devastated by it all. They were very much in love and have been together for a while. The police are dealing with it now. So the reason why I'm Danny, this is not the Danny Alves case. We've covered Danny Alves on this channel. At least that one was tried. So I'm not gonna compare it to that because at least that one was tried. We know all that's happened in that case. We know he did everything there. But at the very least, if you see this, at the very least, I would say this part is always going to come across as if I'm defending him, but if you have disclaimer, I don't need to justify anymore. Let's go back to that metaphor let's go back to that abstract, that thinking, that line of thinking, that thought that I was going on, that thought experiment that we were going on earlier in regards to you are now, she's back with him, and she's back with him. You guys, for your narratives to run, you guys have done everything for your narrative to run. You guys have done everything possible to ensure that Mason Greenwood does not see Man United again. And I made a video about this. Actually, I just remembered the video that I made. Oh gosh. I had it. Oh damn. Okay, this is the worst time for her to find out. Oh gosh, it's embarrassing. All right, so when I was doing the Debbie Heard docuseries, if you guys remember, I lost my hard drive. Well, not lost it, but in a way, the hard drive that I had overwritten some files because it was running out of space. So it was kind of overwriting itself to I don't know, so many files at that point. You don't know what's going to happen because it's too low on memory. So it needs to do something. Otherwise, it's going to have no memory at all. And I think in this process, it must have got rid of some videos that I have or some recent work that I've, like recent files. I don't know. Something must have happened because I could not find the footage of the interview that I had with myself and Esther K, who does write for the Daily Mail. It would have been so good. Well, I mean, it wouldn't have made a difference because I didn't know about this. So it's not like I didn't even. If I knew about it, I would have asked her because who knows what she would have, heard if she was there, for this interview or something. I don't know if she had. I don't know, but yeah, she normally does Talk TV. We were supposed to do Talk TV with Piers Morgan. We were supposed to do that. We did the interview actually. It was all done. It was all recorded. We spoke about the Rubiales situation with Spain. I done another interview with Football in Pigeon, who is also a Man United supporter, and he provided a lot more context with that. And I'm surprised that both of them did not mention this. I'm actually very surprised. So that actually means most people don't know, but may not have known about this. I'm very. It could have been on their end. It could have been just they just forget. I'll give them that benefit out because I know them. They most likely that's the case. They're probably just had another thought in their mind. But that still speaks to my point because this is not in people's quick. It's not there. It's literally shoved down the back. Oh, it's better for us to hate Mason than to actually acknowledge the reality that someone's father has come to defend the daughter that is accusing the man of being. Think about it. But again, this is not to defend him. I know what I heard. I am not defending him. I am saying if you are going to go against him and ignore all of this, you need to at least consider the victim here as if she was your friend. Have you considered that? Have you considered how you would advise a friend who has decided to return to the abuser? Would you go online and post and say, get out of my club, do all these things, knowing that your friend is living with him? Would you actually go to the house, stand in front of this guy's face that you know abused your friend? Would you do that? Knowing that your friend has gone back with him, would you respect the wishes of your friend that is a victim in that situation if they decided to come back with him? Or would you just look at it and be like, you're stupid, I'm going to ignore your wishes anyway? Even if you show him some support, I won't show him support. Would you do that for your friend? Is Harriet your friend? Is Jane Doe your friend? No, let's really think. Are they your friend? Do you care about them? Let's really think about this. Yes, they are back together now. They have a daughter. Let's add that to the variable. Again, this is your friend. Would you go up to the abuser that you think your friend is going back to? Would you go up to them and constantly, like wherever they go, you know this information is out there? Well, now you know. You can't escape from it now. You know it's out there. If you're watching this, you know it's out there now. And I'm going to show you some of the, and this is, again, you guys determine as a victim. If you're going to take that role where you are going to assign a status to somebody, it comes with responsibilities, just like in life. Do you think you can just call someone a victim and that's it? And it doesn't, that's it. It comes with nothing with that. There's a lot that comes with that. There's care. There's understanding. There's empathy. Where is it for Harriet? Jane Doe. Nom de plume. No matter the context, the words came out of his mouth, choked me. And thank you. Thank you. Because we don't know the context. That's why I'm like, in a way, I'm like, look, Harriet, no. In a way, I'm like, Jane Doe knows the context. She does. And if she knows the context and we don't, if the dad knows the context and we don't, does it make sense to beat the victim? Does it make sense to put the victim in a I don't know, a possible precarious situation that the boyfriend, who is this supposed abuser that you guys have determined he is? Because again, you guys have great reasons. This is why it's nuanced. There's reason to not like this guy. We know what we heard. Is she your friend though? Do you really see her as a victim because she went back to him? Do you? She has a baby with him. Do you still see her as a victim? Because by your actions, I don't think you do. By your actions alone, I think you think, oh, she's fine. They're having a baby. Subconsciously, they're having a baby. It makes sense why your subconscious will actually pick up on this. If your subconscious bias is actually, oh, well, they're back together now. Oh, it's all good. Oh, well, they're back together. Well, actually, no, you're not gonna think it's all good in real life because you're like, that's confusing. But in your subconscious, you're like, the default saying would be, well, if they were having this DV thing, this grape thing that we just heard, and now she's back with him, that means on some level, things are okay. So that means she's okay. So your subconscious would register that, but in reality, what is manifesting is confusion because you're like, okay, I can rationalize why she's back with him. But if you are biased to a point that you're like, you know what? I know what I heard. I'm going to shut off everything. no one can change my mind, because I have seen people online. I'm going to show you. I have seen people online that would have turned off a lot of people from even being objective, even if they wanted to. Okay, sorry, man. I keep forgetting to this. Now back live after technical difficulties. Sorry, I keep forgetting to. Are you locked in? Okay. I forgot to shift. So let me go into those tweets for you. So, and to be honest, I'm gonna go into a very neutral tweet, a tweet thread that I think is quite nuanced enough that it makes both sides look stupid. So this was a tweet by Ever United. United Ever. I have no idea if this person is a guy or a girl cosplaying, or I don't know. I have no idea if just put my message on blast there. Thank you. Anyway. Oh gosh, what happened? Oh, what was I saying? Okay. I have zero idea if this account is run by an actual woman or a man, but the name is Ever. I wouldn't read too much into that. Don't assume the gender until you actually know the gender, because that might skew your interpretation of of this. Nonetheless, though, regardless, the conversation here is actually happening. Let me just try and fix this a little bit so that you guys can see a bit better. 1 second. Just gonna take me a few minutes. Nope. Oh no! Sorry, I forgot that I do have a tweet part. Oh. Yeah, I do have a tweet part here. Sorry, 1 second. Let me get that up. Completely forgot about that. Yeah, let me view tab. Okay, so this is the tweet that was basically made by it should be coming up now. 1 second. Oh, okay. Okay. That's not the right thing to share. I think it's better to go here. Apologies for this. Let me just try and get my apps correctly done. Oh. All right. I think that should be better. Yep, that's better. My bad on that one. Got the proper app. It makes it much easier to navigate. Okay, it says here, it says, here are pictures showing the sweet side of Mr. Greenwood and Aria's relationship. Yet the media won't show you this. They won't believe. They only want you to believe he's a bad person. Drop a love on Policy Mutual. This was made on the 17th of August 2023. And I kind of have to agree, because that's approximately 6 months after the whole announcement that they're back together. And they have been posting this on their own Insta stories and all of that, according to, well, I assume so. I'm assuming, according to this post anyway. So they look pretty happy. So everyone saw the pictures, Greenwood, how all those things. Everyone saw the girl in question move back in with him. And even the heavens saw her birth a kid for him. So what's your point? They have moved on, so you better move on too. Or keep crying when both of them are enjoying themselves. Can't argue with that. To be honest, when I read that, people have different interpretations. At the very least, I can at least say this person is at least somewhat understanding towards the victim's wishes, no matter even if they don't agree. She does look like she does look like she's happy. Will there be a situation that this could happen again? Yes. 50-50. That's life. Do you want it though? Do you want it? If you don't want it, if you don't want it, why are you not saying, no, Harriet, leave him? No, we should be making petitions for Harriet to leave Mason. We should be doing this. I am not seeing that. I'm seeing the actual opposite, which is the actual hatred towards Mason. Again, I have to stress, I understand. I do. it's not your fault. And I'm going to show you why it's not your fault. Because even in the same thread, hold up. I hope I didn't close down. Okay, cool. Even in the same thread, it's not your fault, because it says, and here is them having a chat, drops the receipt. Again, when you do things like this, it changes the context, because you're like, why are you being a dick? Because at the end of the day, we know what she went through, according to what you're saying. But what point are you actually trying to make when the two people in this, are the ones like let's be real right now. This is an example of there's a time and place for everything. Like read the room. But because of everything that's happened and the fact that it's okay to say what you want about him, I can't have this opinion. But really and truly, change the people around. If this was anyone else, let's say, this is a good example. We all know about the case of Eleanor Williams, right? Let's say that it actually came out that Eleanor Williams and Jordan Trengrove, that it was actually cleared up the same way this was. That it wasn't actually a false accusation by her. She was actually put up to it by somebody else. What sense would it make for me to keep bringing up the fact that she manufactured the text messages, the fact that she done all those things, when I know she has been set up? Would it make sense for me to bring that up with Eleanor Williams, who you know I do not like because of the nature of the crime that she committed? And thank God she's spending 8 years in prison. That perjury charge stuck like glue. Angel's glue. Gabriel is the one that probably handed it to the judge. Anyway, the point I'm making is, for that particular case, we know about that case. You are not going to find me, after I've learned of all that information, you're not going to find me now going back again to grab, no matter what I think, to grab the evidence that she did actually falsify, because that's true. She did. But if it comes out that she was under duress, what then? Are you gonna attack her anyway? Would it be okay because she done it? Would it be okay? At least we have some benefit to know that that one is definitely manufactured. Like there were, let's say that scenario does come true in the case of Eleanor Williams. That scenario comes true, and there's enough receipts provided to show actually no. So the due process is gone again, and she's exonerated, right? I can understand the false equivalence that I just drew right there. I see it. I understand it. But this is the point from that false equivalence. We don't have it here. We don't have that process. All we have is the information that a new materials come out, and we also have, depending if you believe the dad, I mean, why would you not want to believe the dad? Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's full of S because he obviously wants money. He lives for money. He wants more money. But yeah, let's say that we have all the information that's out there, with the data and all of that. Is it really a false equivalence? Are you saying that you cannot make a determination that possibly in some realm that the life these two are living has always been like this and no abuse had occurred? Have you opened your mind up to that possibility? We know what we heard on the audio. I'm not excusing it. I have to keep stressing that. You know what? There is a disclaimer at the start. I'm not going to let my own insecurities climb up to drag me down to justify a point I've made numerous times. End of the day, if you think I'm defending him, run with it. In fact, I want you to. More controversy probably elevates the profile of this channel. Of this channel, more people will end up coming to see what I've done to make the points, and then we'll see what happens from there. So even if you think I don't care anymore. End of the day, this guy, I've seen him gone from Etafe. I've seen. This is what changed my mind. Actually, this is what really made me think about my position. The minute I saw, let me go to it. I think I even have the conversation. 1 second. I think I do have the conversation. Do I have it? I think I do have it. Oh gosh. I don't think I saved it though. My keyboard needs charging. But I will be done very soon. We've only got 15 minutes left of this stream. But like I said, I'll bring together a long version so that it's easier for you guys to watch on the. So whenever something goes wrong on the stream, like turning off, I'll be doing long versions to compensate. But this is just annoying me. So let me try and search for Harriet from. Let me see this. What did she say? Harriet. Okay. No. Oh, proof. This is actually when we started talking, because we did talk about this. Greenwood. This is what made me hit her up. Thank God, love it. All right. This is what made me hit her up. She basically said, Greenwood was not proven guilty in a court of law. That's the only thing that concerns me. You're welcome to your opinions, but that's not ground for someone to lose their job. She's not wrong. I wouldn't want to lose my job if I'm not being found guilty. I agree with her. Why is no one acknowledging that Harriet? I've said this literally the same time frame that because I'm like, why am I living through this twilight zone where literally this is swept under the rug as if nothing just happened? Anyway, he says, I said, why is no one acknowledging that Harriet is not pregnant with his child and wants to raise a family with him? Do they no longer care for victims? Do they not know that if Mason gets fired, if they get Mason fired, Harriet will be blaming herself forever? I didn't even consider. I completely forgot. Yes, that's true. I forgot about that. Yeah, she would be blaming herself because she's like, oh shit, it's my fault. Yeah, and people can't get. Look, people gonna kiss me for that point. For this, you see what I mean? Here comes the African rape. You see what I'm trying to say? How am I doing that? By literally just pointing out a fact, a literal fact that actually happened. That's all I said. But this is what happens when you hold up a mirror to people. What have I done there? This is the reality. If you're going to stand on business and say, I support victims, you better do it. Otherwise, I will check you. No, poor girl has suffered enough. You misgendered Harriet. Who am I really? You misgendered. What's wrong with me? Why do I speak like this, man? No, poor girl has suffered enough. You misgendered Harriet, who I'm really defending in your hate for Greenwood, which I share. I am just not blinded by the obvious fact of me believing she's a victim means she's already blaming herself of this. I'm pregnant. Oh, gee, I don't know. Why jeopardize her family knowing her life will be affected if a man can't work anywhere? Because that's the reality. She wants him and he can't work anywhere based on the publicity of this. And if sacked by United, he has nowhere to go. Obviously, he now has somewhere to go because he went to Getafe as well as now Marseille. He's playing for Marseille. The mayor of Marseille has disavowed him completely and basically said, no, we don't want rapists in our institution. Which is fine. It's totally fine. People can say these things. But I'm looking for the people to stand on business because nobody stood on business when they called me an apologist. When they call me this, obviously they said there's a racial element there, but I'm not going to go there. But when they call me this, why didn't he stand on business? Why didn't he go on to destroy my entire being of me being a rape apologist and explain how I was a rape apologist? I'm sure, believe me, if he did that, I would be in therapy quick. Might not even be. Let me go and move on. So this is another post. So I'm glad I found that post, but there's more. I need that post of her wearing. I need that post of her actually wearing the shirt. It exists. You find it. I need. Let me go and try and find it. Where's that post of her wearing the shirt? I think this is it. Yeah, okay. That's it. That's it. Found it. I don't unfortunately have the conversation because I was in this thread. This is what I saw. I was in this thread. I don't think it's this one though. I don't think it's that particular one. But I was in this particular thread. Let me get this. I don't think it's a thread. I don't think it's this thread per se. But let me try and get it up. But yeah, that's the one there. So for all intents and purposes, this was the thread that she was showing support for him playing at Getafe. I'm sorry, but you see all these people signing. You see, echo. Why is the desktop audio on? What is wrong with my device? Why is the desktop audio on? Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. Never again. I'm going to rid of these issues. But end of the day, why do you think that these institutions? I understand. Don't get it twisted. I get it. Money. I get it. Money is evil. Money makes people do stupid things. I get it. I'm not against you. You have every right to come to your conclusions. I actually understand. But what I'm trying to find out is, why do you think that corporations would literally risk their brand if they have nothing to go by? Do you not think that these corporations have read the CPS thing over and over again? Do you not consider that they may have contacted the CPS themselves to listen to this new material they found? Do you not think that the family has this material on hand to present to every club signing the players so that they can get what they have for him? So I don't know about you, but if there's no easy way to arrive at the conclusion that I'm about to arrive at now, in the sense that because I'm just speculating. I have no idea what went on behind the scenes. How am I supposed to know? I'm not there. But that's the main reason why I'm not speaking on it, because I wasn't there. That's why I'm not taking such a stance. That's why I'm like, you guys are fake. You have to be. You don't give a damn about this. You have to be fake, because you don't know Jack either. I don't. You're my boat. But for some reason, everyone. Let me read the comments. 1 second. All right. So let me read it. So let's flip it a little. Norman Pym says, if my partner was labeled as SA and I had to evidence to prove he was not, I wish. I like Norm. I like you. I like you, Norm. I like you, Norm. I would do the same. Yeah, hell yeah. I love my partner. What are you doing? You know what? Maybe no. I'm not gonna. No. I don't know what's going on. So I'm not going to criticize. For what's happened there. You know, I'm not gonna criticize. For not saying anything, because Mason could have just easily been like, "Don't worry about it. It will blow over," or something like that. I don't know. He's already been called. It's already been. I don't know. End of the day, we know what we've heard, and in all fairness, Let's just keep it objective again. Let's just keep it objective. Let's bring it back. I've said a lot. Let's bring it back to let's bring back the objectivity. If Mason didn't do this, like I said, no power on earth is stopping me from blowing lid. None. No power on earth. No one is stopping me from blowing lid. You can take away everything I have. If I didn't do something, everyone is knowing about it. So this is on him too. If he knows that this evidence is out there, can exonerate him. This material that's not evidence, material. We have to call it material because for something to be constituted as evidence, it has to be at least authenticated. That wasn't authenticated. And when I say authenticated, I mean actually ID'd and confirmed. Like the only way you can call something evidence is if it was in a court of trial, court of law, basically. Like tried, stress tested, all those things. That's the only time I consider anything as evidence. Other than that, it's materials. Literally materials. You can find them anywhere. But it's only evidence when it's relevant for something in a trial context. That's what I see evidence as. You guys can look up, your own definitions for it. Anyway, it says, Norm the Pimp says, I hope she's watching this stream and hears your passion, knowing there are people out there who care about her is worth more than... Oh, no. Stop, man. Thank you for the kind words. I feel awkward. What the hell is your excellency got to do with anything? No, thank you for the kind words. I don't know how to process kindness well. I'll be honest. But I appreciate... Look, I have held on to these sentiments for a long time. Of course, it was going to come out soon. I don't care how many views this gets. I don't care how many people sees. But I'm tired. I had to say something. Because this is sad. I'm surprised. I have never seen so many... This is sad for me because... there is a channel that I watch. I'm not going to say anything. Because... Like I said, I'm not blaming anyone for their choices at all. I'm not blaming anyone. But I felt let down by that channel. I'm not going to say who channel it is. But he inspired me to do this, man. I've never spoken with the guy. In fact, he did tweet me about this situation when I posed this situation to him. And I was like, yo, you can't just say this about him, but have you considered these possibilities? And the guy just like, you need some help. And I was like, I had to change everything I was doing. I just had to. I realized at that moment, I've actually emulated everything that I was going before after this guy because I was so inspired by his level of journalism. Like the way he covered football cases that I would never even hear about. He was the only one doing it. I was impressed. This guy, just for me telling him, yo, have you considered this scenario? The guy is like, you need help. And for time, I've wondered, do I actually need help? Why do I think like this? No, I don't need help. I'm not being gaslit. If you are going to do a video of Mason Greenwood to actually say that his move to Marseille, which is fine, which is actually fine. You can do that. I love the video. In fact, I love the video. That's not the point. If you have someone that I looked up to for journalistic integrity, and the CPS statement is out there, and you dropped the witness statement, you only use the witnesses going forward, not the material part. I could excuse it before, because when was that statement made? When was that statement made? October. I excused it before because of the pure fact that he did mention it then. But we know no one goes on to watch old videos. No one does it. You have to keep that discipline to keep the information concise over and over again. He didn't do that. He dropped it for this one. And I couldn't care less because like I said, I saw everything from his lens. He was right. No. I'm not being gaslit no more. No, I know what I'm saying. No, there is more to this story. And because I don't know jack shit, I'm not going to say jack shit about the situation. I'm not going to speculate jack shit about the situation. You're welcome to. That's your freedom of speech. You're welcome to. That's the reality, though. Just not going to say, like, there's nothing to say. The two people I've said plenty. Especially Jane Doe. I'm gonna end it there. There was 1 second. Let me go back to this because there was a story here that I found during the week that equally just destroyed me. 1 second. Let me try and find it. Oh, by the way, I love this, by the way. I'm going to do a stream on this next week. I was actually supposed to be this week, but I realized that this is one of those 7 episodes. So I am going to do this because I love her, by the way. I love her braids. Jesus Christ, she looks amazing. No, that's not it. No, something else happened. There is 2 stories. Okay. So, let's go back before I do end the stream. Let's kind of go back to the point of all this, because end of the day, I didn't do all the stream to bash anyone, judge anyone for the. I maintain that position. I'm just not being gaslit no more. I maintain your position to you guys can believe what you want. I think you guys are justified, rightly so. I'm just not getting gaslit no more. No. There's more to this story, and I've seen enough from the victim to know that I think she's fine. And I think whatever that says, I'm gonna go by that. If you don't like it, too bad. Yeah, literally tough. Life is life. That's life. That's life. Like, if you literally don't like it, tough. Anyway, so there's a story. So to recap, I'm not judging you. No one is judging you. I don't think you should feel judged. I think you're justified by even not liking this guy. I'm just asking for a little caution. That's it. I'm just saying, if there's anything you can take away from my big old lips yapping on this microphone for like an hour and a half now, it should be, do you really care about this victim? No, be legit with yourself. You're not this. You're with yourself now. You're not talking to me now. You're talking to yourself. Like, this is, you're with yourself. When you turn off the stream tonight, what do you really care about this victim? You need to ask yourself that question, and then go off in the sunset and do what you want. Because I do not, for the life of me, comprehend how so many people are so used to this narrative over and over again that they're really willing to discount everything else. We have seen that thread of just somebody just highlighting that they're having a good relationship. I want to know why you can't just read. Just visit that. That's all. Like, this stream is not for that. It's just for us to, like, it's just whoever is watching, just literally think. If you're going to make a determination about somebody, can you see it through? Can you actually live by the words that you've chosen to ascribe to that person? Can you actually hold yourself accountable to those words? That's it. So, I'm going to go to the first sketch of squeeze and then close off from here. It has been a very hectic week for me. If I'm being honest with you, I have 3 videos that should be out next week: Karen Reed and Courtney Clenny. So there's that to look forward to. There's a live stream tomorrow that I'm doing that's looking over the Baby Reindeer case. That's one. Oh damn! I have to try and remind myself there. Baby Reindeer case. There's been a response from Richard Gadd. I have been very busy to like respond to it. I finally have time, and I want to go through that filing because there's so many interesting things that stuck out to me. I'll be doing that over at Ketchup Court. So make sure that's where the fun continues. It's happening all over there. Ketchup Court. Make sure you subscribe to that channel. It is called The Unintentional Juror, and we have loads and loads of fun over there discussing trials and we're currently discussing the Alex Telles trial right now. Some of the users that have seen the debate that I've done in regards with Laura Owens, which is coming up next week as well, but they're like, I should debate and try and like defend Alex Telles. So I'm considering doing a stream like that. So if that interests you, make sure you head over to Catch Up Court. But I am going, now that I've got that channel consistent, I'm gonna come back here and focus on this one and like get this one going again, now that I know exactly what direction I want it to go to, because I'm telling you, that guy completely destroyed my being just by that one question. There was nothing wrong with me. The guy was just biased. He just had a narrative, and for whatever reason, good on you. At least, you know, at least I know I'm thinking for myself now. So let me move on to the next story, because this particular story is a very oh, where is it? That's not it. There it is. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. So yeah, I don't know what my initial got to do with anything either. That's what I'm saying. Like there is so many things that's going on with this whole case. You know, with the whole with this particular case, that you know, you just like, if you speak like, because the people that are defending them are Nigerians. To be honest, before I go into, I want to show you some of the comments, because I don't think I was actually objective enough there. Actually, I want to show you something, because this is also what I hate. Sorry, one second. Let me just extend this for you. Flip it next. Sorry. Oh gosh. Okay, so I hope you guys can see that. Oh gosh. I'll fix this. Oh, okay, never mind. I hope you guys can see that. So let me just scroll down anyways. So scrolling. So this is what I said. Oh, that's not it. That's not it. That's not what I was looking for. Wait, no, that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for the other one. That's the one. This is the one. So let me just go for this, and then we'll do this pressure squeeze, and then we'll switch off from here. So again, we want Mason Greenwood back? No. Yeah. I mean, I get why you would say that, but no. I get it. This was not the issue. This was the issue. No, that's not it. No, that wasn't it. I thought you pointed out all that says you don't mind. Yeah. I thought you pointed out that's not fine. The suicide note, that's not fine. Yeah, I thought you pointed that out. No, there was something someone said. Yeah, this is him. That's not okay. Whatever you call it. No, that's not true. You don't have anything to prove that. Nothing. And there are some other wild comments. Like there's people, you know, this is fine. This is fine. This is like it's the same thing as before. They have understood that Harriet has stood on business, whatever that might be. They have understood to a level that empathy has to be extended somewhere. But for some reason, I understand, because some people think if they say anything contrary, they're defending a crime, a gruesome. I don't. Both sides are right, and this is the proper. This is the first time I've actually found myself properly planted in the middle, and I hate the guy. It's not even a bad thing to just like for him to actually stop playing football. I know what I heard, so I know the struggle. But I'm like, no. But either way, that's not. Again, I'm gonna say it again. That is not still not enough justification for me to speak out of turn when she has decided to do something. No, it's not enough justification. So for this part, people saying things like this, not correct. There's no proof for this. And it's dangerous to even keep saying that, because again, you're invalidating her. I don't think this was a false accusation. Oh gosh, there's so many like believe me, out there. People know about this. Like, I don't think this was a false accusation. I think it could become. I think I can understand why people think all of the things that they're thinking because it's very confusing objectively. End of the day, this is where we're supposed to exercise caution, maybe. I don't know. Try that. Like hold back a bit. I don't know. Anyway, this is the DJ academic story that I was referring to you about. DJ Academics, for those that don't know, is a hip hop commentator, and he has been accused of rape by his ex part. No, not even an ex. It's someone that he had casual nuptials. Nuptials. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called, but she had casual coitus. Coitus is better. She had casual coitus with him. And when they had casual coitus, it wasn't exactly consensual coitus. So the next day, well, not the next day, but she put him on blast. There is evidence out there already about how she recorded that video. Academics has always, denied the nature of the allegations, but it is coming out now. And I am going to be covering this case over at Ketchup Court. I just need to get hold of the documents. If I don't get hold of the documents, I don't cover a case. That's just my rule. That's just it. I just don't do it. If I can't get hold of the official documents, or if I can't find at least a credible source like Courthouse News, for example, if they're not covering it, I won't cover it. Because the last thing I want from anything that I do is misinformation, anything that isn't accurate. Because these are people's lives at risk. You think? Do you think the government are the only ones that are beholden to due process? What? How do you think? Do you not think that we can govern ourselves? This is the one chance. Consider the meta in all this. Considering everything that we've just talked about, right? Think about it like this. The one chance that the human race has got to show that they can govern themselves outside of the legal system, they failed. Humans have failed. You guys have failed. We actually can't govern ourselves. We need someone to actually govern us. Do you want to know why? Due process at least let Mason Greenwood go. Do you see CPS dropping statements after statements after statements after statements after statements after statements after statements to today saying that he it's just funny. It wasn't supposed to be funny, but the reality of it is actually absurd that you guys are willing to like the lengths you guys would go to maintain a narrative is tiresome. It's actually funny. It's actually funny as hell. I'm still echoing. Am I still echoing? Oh, I'm not echoing. Okay. Oh, okay. She didn't frame him. The words came out. Thank you. Thank you. How is that framed? There is no evidence for there to be even be such a framework. No. Anyway. Oh gosh. So this is another story that came out. Academics Ray feeling the call filings have screen grabs and text messages, and she is all scarred out. She's willing. Why did she drag her across the concrete against damning evidence? So this is, oh gosh, it's graphic. It's very graphic, and it's not looking good for academics at all. And this was what she said.
I'm not gonna stand here.
This is what she said when she first originally came out. I don't know the exact date, but this is what she said before she had gone on to provide what she had provided to law enforcement. Let's go.
I look crazy right now, but I'm not gonna stand here and let this man continue to lie about me. That's not what happened. Academics, you know that that's not what happened. And for you to pretend that you didn't do anything, that I just went to your house and I'm just some thought, like we didn't know each other for 2 years. You tried to save yourself after your friends assaulted me. Whether or not you got drunk or not, I know that when you woke up, you were on top of me too. You raped me too, and a rape kit was done. You know what? I'm gonna come back with my own story. This what you wanted, and you're about to get it. I've been quiet for way too long.
And that's it. I have nothing more to say. I just hope that due process takes over there. It is. It's over. In the world of celeb and all that, yeah, he's done. But he was denying all of this, like P Diddy. He denied everything. He's like, nope, she's making it all up. I didn't do this. In fact, I wish I got the denial so that he can show you his credit. But it is out there on his channel. He done a live stream on it. He denied it, and it was just embarrassing. It's just embarrassing that she actually has proof. It's embarrassing that it's his own cameras. Like, he said there were cameras in the house. Anyway, I'll be covering this over at Ketchup Court. Hopefully, once I get hold of the documents and I'm able to, like, you know, and then we can discuss it there. Okay, so let me go into the chat, and yeah, so I think that's it for everyone. I just want to say, damn it, it's just, oh, this is just killing me, man. I don't know what's wrong with my system. It's all gone whack. Everything is gone whack. Anyway, what I was gonna say was, you know, just thank you for everyone that have watched this, and I'll go into watch this back. I will put this back. I'll put this out once it's done. The full copy will be available for you to watch on the main channel. So there will be it will be unlisted at this after this, but the full long stream, it will be uncut, and yeah, you guys can go watch it on the main one. So thanks for everyone that were here. I cannot believe. Yeah. I hope you guys did take, you know, I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. You know, this has been a very lively conversation. I spoke a lot of it, but let me know what you guys think in the conversation about the conversation. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you think that it is time to move on from this situation? Because it has been 2 years. It's now 2024. We are literally at the anniversary. This is literally at the anniversary. Since the whole baby come out, withdrawal from the case, all of those things, and we are still talking about it as if we have nothing else to go by, as if there's no set of facts out there that contradicts certain narratives that's out there. No. All right. I don't know. I just think that if those two have decided to move on, yeah, I think it's time we've at least entertained the thought. At least start entertaining the thought. But to go back to what I was saying in regards to this being like a meta, like a whole, like a whole, like, do you guys not see how funny this is? That the system that we have, that you guys criticize so much, that is not working and it has all its flaws, that same system, you would actually want to be in Mason Greenwood's position if you know the dad of the father is going to defend you, defend her. You would want that system to prevail, wouldn't you? But the one time that we have to govern ourselves, because that's where the governance is, we don't see it because we don't see the spiritual aspects, we only see the physical. But the spiritual aspect of the fact that there is no governance over certain things that we do in life, like our normal interaction, like the opinions that we get to share, for example. Sometimes they encroach, but we know why that happens. But the point is, there are, like, this discourse right now, there's no governance over it. I'm not doing anything wrong. There's none. What is it that I'm saying that's defamatory? There's nothing wrong, right? I know that. So the one time that we have to now govern ourselves and be like, okay, we know that's what the court said, but what do we say? We have proven that we not only do not fact check, but we don't really care for the facts. I am going by your own tweets. That's the source. That's my source. I'm going by every tweet I've seen. You guys are the one bringing up the materials. Why not the new materials? Do you guys not have that? If you guys don't have this new material, why you bring up the old material? That doesn't make sense. Am I saying, I know, again, I'll keep saying, I know how it sounds, because it sounds like bury it. I'm not saying bury it. I'm saying accept it. You need to accept it. You need to accept that this is way more nuanced than we first envisioned, which is fine. We actually envision a straightforward case because the evidence was so compelling. I don't blame anybody for this. We expected something. When those expectancies were not met, our primal instincts kick in. It's obvious. It's just manifesting differently. The guy, I'm not going to talk about the guy anymore. I'm done with the conversation. I've said everything I need to say. Let me just read this because it's very important. Let me read that. Now the Plume says, great live stream, real food for thought. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I have no qualms in my head that that one day more people will tune in and watch these streams. This is just one of those times people go through, and I'm probably gonna go through it for probably 6. Even if I go through it for 3 more years, I don't really care, because at the end of the day, this is what I want to talk about. End of the day, and I love comments like this. Thank you so much, Nom. Nom also says, I wonder what they will tell their daughter when she's old enough to learn about this when she Googles her daddy's name. Yeah. You guys thought about that? You guys thought about that? What will you tell the daughter? Your dad's a rapist? You'll be justified, yeah. But would you really go up to the door and tell her that? Is Harriet your friend? Are you her friend? That's all. Just questions. I just have questions. I had questions. When you have questions, you seek answers. Why doesn't anyone seek answers? That is so weird. You guys, I'm done. All right. Very good point, Nom. Thank you so much for saying it. That's all. That's all I have to say. So thank you so much for everyone tuning in. Take care of yourself. Heinz, TLC package incoming. Right. Make sure you go back and forth in the comments, but do so respectfully. Don't be a creep. Please, don't be a creep. Be respectful in the comments. I cannot stress that enough. And most importantly, without a doubt, make sure you share this stream with everyone there is. Mother, father. Don't share with those scrubs. We don't do scrubs here. We don't do scrubs here. But outside of that, that is the stream. Yeah. Thanks everyone for joining. And I hope you guys have a great day. And I'm going to soak or something because I feel really tired and relieved. Relieved, if anything. Divens, thank you so much for your kind words. I didn't even know that you were there. Thank you so much for your kind words. I appreciate you for joining. I appreciate every single one of you for joining this stream. It might not be a lot of us, but I've said everything I wanted to say, and you don't have to agree with me. In fact, I want you to disagree. In fact, just do what you want, but do it honestly, because don't be like these guys out here. Because if you have to be disingenuous, you know you're evil. Like, you know you're evil. You don't even have to. No. You know you're evil. I don't need to tell you. You know the truth, and you'd like, you know what? Let me just put. No, you know you're evil. And this is going for people that know the truth and decides to do it anyway. You know you're evil. You don't need me to tell you that. The ignorance, they're fine. They will wise up. But you that know the truth and still omit it. No. And for you to even go on and say, I'm the one with the problem, forcing me to go into a massive depression that could have led to suicide. Are you kidding me? Fuck off, man. you will never. I'm never gonna watch your videos again. I actually didn't realize the damage that actually done to my psyche. You sick in the head, you idiot. Just for me asking you to look at it at a different. I didn't actually realize the damage. Fuck you. Fuck you, Nick. I'm unfollowing you now. I actually can't believe I didn't realize that. Fucking now, I don't need to follow you. No, I did not realize that it actually. No, you're not. No. Depends. I'm not evil, just crazy. We're all crazy. We're not all evil, but we are all crazy. I would agree with you on that one. I will agree. We are all crazy. We're not evil. We are all crazy. I agree with you on that one wholeheartedly. Thanks for saying that. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream there. Just do the normal YouTube things on your way out. Make sure you hit the like button for the algorithm. Make sure you also hit the subscribe button if you do like what we see here. We live stream every Wednesday. We talk about legal cases like this. We done an interview with Andrea Burkhardt on the channel. It's Verdict Talk with Ashley Benefield. I have another interview set up for that, actually. I should have another interview set up for that. That interview should be with a psychologist that knows the Duluth model and can critique it. Unfortunately, she's busy at the moment, so I'm just trying to schedule it out. But I really want to talk about the Duluth model because I've never really seen it ever broken down on a scale like we saw with Ashley Benefield. Of course, it wasn't like earth-shattering or anything like that, but it was so refreshing to see that being explained the way he did. And I, for all intents and purposes, I actually like Bruce Ferris, who was the psychologist that was opining. I actually liked him. I think he has a very honest heart, but I would love to hear what psychologists have to make of what he has interpreted based on the model, not based on him as a person, just based on the model. So yeah, I'm trying to set that up. So hopefully you guys would enjoy that. It will be live. I'm going to do more live streams on the Heinz Griff, which I have been doing. Whenever I go on that run, that will be more of the pre-recorded interviews. So there's a lot changing on the channel that when it comes to September, I'm doing the Heinz pop-out show, and that is where I'm going to invite a lot of content creators to celebrate my two-year anniversary at this channel. So I'm looking forward to seeing everyone there. I'm going to. It's going to be a great day. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm looking forward to it. So I'll be announcing the direction of the channel from here on because I know exactly where I'm going. Thank God it is what it is. Thank you, everyone. Take care of yourself. Bye. Yes, everyone, the stream is over. I finally stopped rambling on and just finally ended it. But the fun does not end there. We have plenty more content for you. Make sure you go check out the main Dr. Heinz channel for more and more content that is being released. Also check out our second channel where we do live stream regularly, going through these legal cases in much more detail. That's Ketchup Court and Heinz Sight. Hopefully you've enjoyed this stream. Take care, and I'll see you next Wednesday.